Hey guys, this is Blanca, and this is the story behind my new song, Real Love. So the last year or so has been a pretty challenging year. I've gone through definitely some valleys, and a lot of people may know my mom was sick and she passed away in December. So there was a lot I was having to work through for this new season. And so I entered writing a new record, which is a very exciting time nonetheless, but definitely had a lot on my heart and a lot that I wanted to talk about. And the word that I kept bringing up in these writes were, I want it to feel honest, I want it to be real, I want it to speak about the trueness and the realness of what I just walked through. So I walk into this write, and it was a writer named Emily, and we sat down, and that's where the conversation started. I just wanted to be honest. I wanted to be honest. So I start sharing my story with her. And from the very beginning, this is where I come from. This is how I got to know the Lord. My dad was into drugs and alcohol, and he found the Lord and brought us to church and kind of just gave her the full story. So then she starts sharing her story on how she got to know the Lord. And her father was an atheist and had a very real encounter with Jesus and just presented that to his kids. So we saw this theme of just like relationship and real connection with Jesus. And I'm like, this is what I want to write about. I feel like so many people can connect to this. I'm connecting to it in this moment. So we go down this venture of writing about real love. What does that look like? What does that mean? And I think in my life personally, there's been so many moments where I've crossed real love with my own drive, what I can accomplish out of my own hands, what I can do from my own strength. My worth, my identity is found in my striving and who I think I can be when I check everything off the list. And as I'm talking about it, and I'm being very honest with kind of some of my insecurities and some of my struggles, it's like that's so far from God's love. That's so far from who he's called us to be and what he's already done. Like, there's a line in the song that I love, and it says, ain't it true that the veil was torn? Like, didn't God already die on the cross to kind of take away all this fear, all this bondage that we've placed on ourselves in trying to be good enough to earn his love and affection? And so in this new season with this new music, after everything that I walked through, I've made a promise to myself that it's time to go there. It's time to be real. It's time to be honest and go there with God, even if it hurts, even if it's hard, even if it's ugly, like it's needed. And as I speak about these things or just sharing it with my friends or family, I feel like they're connecting with it. And there's people that are with me, and they're like, we feel you, we hear you, like we need this too. If I could sum it up in one word, it would be freedom. I needed freedom for myself to know that it's not when I have every box checked and when I'm perfectly figured out and I've done all the works that I can possibly do out of my own two hands that I'm good enough. But no, like before even the creations of the earth, he says that he formed me and he made me, and I'm perfectly made, and that he has a purpose for my life. And so the freedom that comes from that has been liberating for me to say, in everything that I do, every song that I write, every time I step on a stage, every time I'm trying to be a mother to my son or a good wife to my husband, like it's not about me trying to be perfect, but it's about me accepting this is who I am, who God's made me, and his love is more than enough for me. So this is real love.